Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
Play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Philip Dorsett, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now Rodgers, and this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers defense here getting ready. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go-around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal, because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
On second down, Ryan. Holmes has got it complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down because when one guy shreds your team.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And we put our attention now on the defense for the Packers. Coming off a fumble recovery there on the last time they were out on the field, so we'll see what they do here.
And once that happens, everybody wants to get involved. All right, whoever created the last one, they're going to get the praise in the film session. You want that praise yourself, so you know everyone's going to be attacking the football.
Yeah, we'll see if they can attack it, get hungry, and get another turnover.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second down, here's Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Ryan on second down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lowered trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. On second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They come out here in the eye. On third down, it's Michael. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They run again with Michael. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. On second down, Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Freeman again. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 34. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Rodgers. Complete to Janis. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They go play action here on 1st down. And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Surveying the field. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And now it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
On the sneak, Rodgers. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Easy. 319.
Now this time Rodgers will blitz coming, and down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Finding time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for it all. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. It's caught left side. Tammy. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they're operating in the red zone. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Packers get set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. That'll bring up second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Rodgers will try again on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to wind up in it, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that leads to an Atlanta first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Atlanta. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. He completes it middle of the field to Janis. It's a pickup of 21, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. And quickly they get to the line. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle to his set. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they got 29 yards there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Rodgers will try again on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's fourth down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Phillip Dorsett on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Ryan. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. It's caught, left side, Tammy. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3 yards remaining here on second down. Throwing again. Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fresh set of downs here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Second down now after the incompletion.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a while. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers to throw on second down. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Philip Dorsett, 78 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Chris Conte. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Packers defense here, they're heading back out onto the field. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here. Let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone. And when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? Now Ryan on second down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, if whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. Throwing now is Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Devon House. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they want to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run a toss play to Michael. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. And now they're in the hurry up. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Brooks Reed with a tackle. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go to Michael again. Stays on his feet. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers now on first down. And no escaping this time as as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Rodgers to throw on second down. Left side, it's Dorsett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. So 2nd and 10 here. So the D-line's going to spread out. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you're running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that's caught inside the 35. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. 10-yard penalty there on first down, so now 1st and 20. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
This drive is turning into an extended one. And the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got him in, complete. This is Richard Rodgers. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll give the Packers a 1st down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll be a Green Bay first down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm.
And the Packers are in for the score. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers defense, they ready themselves here. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go-around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He's got time. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And his throw is incomplete. They come out here in the eye. Rodgers to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Michael. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Here's Ryan to throw. He was trying to hit Rashad Green, and it's 3rd and 5.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. To throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Green's got it over the middle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And this is incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Rodgers throwing here. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Switch. Let's go. 58. Wide left. Kill.
Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
319. Over here. No.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
A dime look defensively. Big play coming on 3rd and goal.
They can still blitz out of this look.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And so they're able to convert the two-point try. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. A great job last time. They got the fourth down stop. It led to points. See if they can make magic happen twice.
How about the defense, though? You're going to go for it against us on your own side of the field, rose up and stopped them, went off the field and said, offense, take over, put it in the end zone for us. And that's exactly what they did.
Puts a little chip on their shoulder when that happens, right?
Yeah, a lot of meanness involved in that.
And he spikes it here with 35 seconds left. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Now a desperate, and that's caught inside the 35. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And on 2nd and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing again, Ryan. Green with a catch left side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking for someone to throw to. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that brings up 4th down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And it's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball.